Thanks for joining today's snapshot for April 8th. It's been a while since I posted a snapshot. I took a few days off at the end of Holy Week and a couple days after Easter. Today I wanted to tell you about something that happened on April 8th in 1886 when Sir William Gladstone proposed the first Irish Home Rule Bill, which would have allowed people of Ireland to rule themselves. Wasn't successful, and that was a contentious issue well into the 20th century, as you know. But it was important because William Gladstone was the people's prime minister. He was a prime minister 4 different times over a 12-year period during the reign of Queen Victoria. And during those 25-year stretch, 12 of them as prime minister, he made it clear that he was opposed to slavery. He supported the North in the Civil War, and he championed the working class. In fact, the working class called him our Bill. Interestingly, his dad owned a lot of slaves, and he started out being supporting of slave owning because of his father, but he had big differences and eventually came out strongly against slave owning. He had a long and complicated service as prime minister. His Google pages are long. I want to tell you about how deeply religious he was. He was an Episcopalian originally, and then he became more of an evangelical, think of Baptists, always anti-Catholic. And when he died, he left his library of 32,000 volumes, many of them religious works and theological works, Bible works. He left his 32,000 volumes to the St. Deiniol's Library in Hawarden, Wales, and a $5 million bequest to maintain the library, which has since grown to 250,000 volumes. What do they do with this bequest? They let ministers come and study there, which I did. As I was leaving the car park where I picked up the rental car, the person at the gate said, "Hawarden, what's Hawarden?" I spelled it, and he said, "Oh, Hawarden." So I went to Hawarden and studied, pulling out the books that Sir William Gladstone had written in the margins. It was a real thrill. 2 other thrills, it was near Snowdonia National Park in Wales, which is unbelievably beautiful. Big, broad green valleys and high mountains. And the other cool thing is that there was a pub within walking distance about a block away called the Fox and Grapes. And every night I would go there and have a glass of Deiniol Smooth, the best beer I've ever had. In fact, I took the coaster when I left the place as a reminder that this is what I want to always drink if I can ever find it again. I haven't been able to. Well, our old green hymnal has the hymn, "God Save Our Gracious Queen." And I'm going to read the text that we have for use in the United States. "God bless our native land, firm may it ever stand through storm and night. When the wild tempests rave, ruler of wind and wave, do thou our country save by thy great might." God bless you today.